from Tampa Bay's streaming news leader. This is ABC Action News.
I'm Dee O'Reilly. Greg D has your forecast coming up. But first, I want to get to your ABC Action News headlines. Many financial analysts had predicted inflation would ease this year. That is until Russia invaded Ukraine. Yesterday, President Biden announced a ban on Russian energy imports to the U.S., warning Americans to brace for even higher gas prices. The U.S. imports only about 3% of its oil from Russia, far less than Europe. But overnight, oil prices rose again. Gas prices in the U.S. already up more than 75 cents in the past month, rose another 8 cents in the last 24 hours. In this morning's AAA fuel gauge report, the average price for a gallon of regular unleaded in Florida is $4.21 a gallon. That's also the average price in Hillsborough and Manatee counties. It's $4.20 in Pasco and Sarasota counties. But Pinellas and Polk are paying the least amount at $4.19 per gallon. There is a rabies alert in Hillsborough County. A stray cat tested positive for the disease. The Florida Department of Health issued this 60-day alert. One person has been exposed to the cat and has already started their rabies post-exposure vaccination. The alert, though, is for the area around East Bank Drive in Tampa. That's near Robles Elementary School. We have a list of the exact boundaries for the rabies alert in the story that's on our website right now at abcactionnews.com. Florida's first black state attorney wants to become its next attorney general. Amaris Ayala announced her candidacy yesterday. Ayala is one of the first big names to challenge current Attorney General Ashley Moody, a Republican. Ayala spoke recently and targeted this year's legislative session and bills like the 15-week abortion ban. Before Ayala can face Moody, she'll have to get through a growing primary field of Democrats. The Florida state budget could push the legislative session into the weekend. Lawmakers say they're making progress on finalizing the state budget, but there's still differences between the House and Senate versions that still have to be worked out. Lawmakers will meet again today to try to iron out some of those differences in the budget. Florida law requires a 72-hour period after budget is agreed upon before a final vote. This pushes the vote to Saturday. Some of the major differences in the budgets going into this week include a $200 million penalty aimed at 12 school districts that violated Governor DeSantis' mask mandate ban. The budget is expected to break $100 billion, and all the changes would take effect July 1st. A bill overhauling the Postal Service is headed to President Biden's desk. The Senate overwhelmingly passed the bill Tuesday evening after it passed the House with bipartisan support. The bill should allow the Postal Service to modernize, but it does not include cuts to deliveries that had been proposed. It would make mail delivery 6 days a week the law, with some exceptions. The bill also no longer requires the Postal Service to finance workers' health care benefits ahead of time for the next 75 years. Instead, the Postal Service would require future retirees to enroll in Medicare and would pay current retirees actual health care costs not covered by the federal program. The magazine Southern Living put together its list of the best beach towns in the South, and a few Bay Area towns made the list, but it's not the usual suspects. You know, we're used to cities like Clearwater, St. Pete Beach, and others making the list, but they didn't this time around. Sarasota is on the list. It's number 12. New Smyrna Beach is also on the list at number 15. Dunedin is 19th on the list. Key West is the top Florida beach. It's number 4 on the list overall. And coming in at number 1, Hilton Head, South Carolina. It takes the top spot as the best beach in the South. But Greg D, is today a really good day to get out and go to the beach?
Not a bad day, Dia. I think we'll have a better one coming up on Friday, but a couple of cloudier and maybe in some cases wetter days. Now, I don't think rainfall at the beach is going to be a big deal today, but there are a couple of things you'll deal with. Temperatures will be in the 80s, so that's comfortable. There will be a little bit more cloud cover than we've seen in the last couple of days, though the rain chances themselves from Tampa to the beach is pretty low, only about 15%. The one thing that will change this afternoon is the wind. It's really going to pick up. 15 to 20 mile an hour sustained winds right at the water, and that's going to make it a little too breezy and may actually increase the surf as well. I do think the weather looks a little sunny as we end the week on Friday. That might be the best beach day. Take a look at your 7-day forecast in the ABC Action News app. Do you?
Thank you, Greg. You can now get news 24 hours a day on ABC Action News Plus. Just download the ABC Action News app on Roku, Amazon Fire TV, Android TV, and Apple TV.